Shoebox is full of Christmas gifts. Kolob Canyon Road is now open, and internet upgrades for Santa Clara residents.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Amy Bennett. Holding Out Help is an organization that assists people who choose to leave the polygamous communities, and the group recently hosted an annual fundraiser in St. George. Here's Jeff Richards on the event held earlier this month.
Holding Out Help, an organization that supports those who choose to leave polygamous communities, recently held its annual fundraiser in St. George. Founder Tanya Toole welcomed the 160 attendees.
And the best way I can explain it is there's thousands, probably close to 60,000 fundamentalists living in the western United States, Canada, and Mexico, with the majority living right here and around Utah. However, the FLDS is scattering kind of across the country, is what we're finding.
Private investigator Sam Brower was one of the featured speakers of the evening.
The depth of that kind of depravity of their prophet, Warren Jeffs, is just unbelievable.
Also speaking were ex-FLDS teenager Leandra and her father Jeff Black, whose family was successfully reunited with each other in 2017.
Are all of you terrible, wicked people that are going to be destroyed because that's how they controlled us, was the fear. And I've come to find out that it's not true.
Pipe Springs National Monument's Holiday Traditions is happening on December 2nd and will feature some of the best traditions throughout the region. During the event, they will be unveiling their newest exhibit, which is a chair that was used by the second president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the first Utah Territorial Governor, Brigham Young. These activities will go from 4 to 7:30 at the Monument Visitor Center. A local church in Washington City is planning to deliver shoeboxes full of Christmas gifts to kids in need all over the world. Here's Haven Scott with how this church is making a difference this holiday season.
At the end of the day, 489 shoeboxes were packed with gifts, wrapped, and shipped to children all over the world by members of the Southland Bible Church youth group, said parent Bethany Thompson. Sophie Thompson told St. George News she likes to imagine the child opening the gifts that are distributed through the Christian-based nonprofit Operation Christmas Child.
I just like pretending that I'm the person that's getting the gift, so I'm kind of just packing things that I want because it would be the same age as me and it would be a girl like me.
And 6-year-old Shane Thompson said someone somewhere on this planet is getting a really cool gift he packed.
My favorite part was the last box when I got the Batman call, because it looked cool.
Southland Bible pastor Nathan Reichert said in a world where many preteens are trying to fit in with friends, performing in school activities, or starting their first jobs, it was nice to see a small group in his church working together for others in need.
Thanks, Haven. As of today, Kolob Canyons Road has officially reopened and is almost a year earlier than many anticipated. The road was closed back in March after rangers noticed a depression on the surface, and not long after, it began to collapse. Drivers, pedestrians, cyclists, and horseback riders are now allowed past the Taylor Creek trailhead, and the hiking trails are once again fully accessible. Santa Clara has received some big improvements when it comes to internet options. Here's Chris Reed on how providers are stepping up their game.
As far as internet access is concerned, Santa Clara now has an embarrassment of riches. This month, Utopia Fiber and TDS each announced they have completed projects that have resulted in fiber optic internet lines reaching every address in Santa Clara. Just in time for the holidays, every household and business in the city can receive a minimum of 1,000 megabits per second at around $70 per month, and there are nearly 20 different internet providers available to choose from. Fiber optics, which use light to transmit information, is considered the fastest form of internet available with current technology. Santa Clara is the first southern Utah city to achieve fiber to every home. The increased access and competition came about 2 years ago when the city struck up a public-private partnership with Utopia to bring fiber optic lines to every address. Other providers are now trying to keep up.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Amy Bennett with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.